everybody, this is Carrie from Paper Adventures, and here for another hashtag 50 Stack Challenge 7, and this challenge was created by CraftyCat. You could pause the video, scroll down to the description box, and it'll kind of tell you what's going on. It's nothing lengthy, easy to read, so let me give you an example. Now, I'm telling you that, or I should tell you that I'm making a journal with this challenge. Generally, it's used to build up your ephemera stash, but I did that last time, so I'm making a journal this time. And this is an example of what I did on the last one. It was number 43 and 44, which is ribbon and cheesecloth. And here's ribbon, the ribbon portion of this, and there's some ribbon right here as well, and cheesecloth is right in this area. I don't think there's any there, but there's some thread. But this is what I made last time. I will link this somewhere so you can go watch all about this, but that's what I did in the last one. Now let's see, we have how many videos left? Let's see, 3, I think. Yeah, 3 more videos until we reach 50, because, you know, I do 2 prompts per video. So this one will be 45 and 46. 45 is star, 46 is cello tape. I didn't really know what that was, but I will show you what that is, because she showed it in hers, and I actually happen to have some. Well, it's faux cello tape. Some anyways, I'll show you that in a little bit. So I will have, this one is 45, 46, which is 1. The next one is 47, 48, which is the second, and then 49, 50. Now the one for 49 and 50, I'm going to actually be making the cover, or the cover topper, you know, however that is. So that means I need 2 more actual pages. On that, let me see. Now, where did it go? Okay, so here's 1 page I have left that I can do something on, but then I didn't have any more, and I can't create another, you know, whole thing, because that means that's 4 pages. On one of these challenges, this one, let me check off this. Okay, so here was this page that I did, and I created this little tuck, which, you know, also went over to the back. So when I made this page, I didn't include this. I decided to make this for that particular challenge, and I did not decorate this portion. I wasn't going to. I thought that can be a writing spot, but that's pointless, because there's no writing spots in this journal. It is meant to be decorative and just to, you know, do this challenge. So one of these I will be using that page. So that gives me 2 pages, and then I'll make the cover, if that makes sense. So I'm trying to decide if I want to, I don't know. I'll make that decision in a minute. But anyways, that's what will be happening today. Once again, that is star and cello tape. And I appreciate I should say, you joining me once again. And I just went blank on my thought. Oh, I was going to say, I hope you guys had a great week and everything. Sun's starting to shine, and, you know, looking a lot like spring here lately. So that's wonderful in my book. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into this video. Okay, here we have it, number 45 star and 46 cello tape. Now, I did a few things off camera, nothing major. I did add this little flag, I guess, because I needed something to hold this as well. I did make this flag collage, I guess we'll call it, on this side, but I really wanted something else. Now you'll see that I just used staples and I didn't use them very prettily. If that's the word to use, because once again, this is a grungy journal and I can do that. So this I had made in the last 50 stack challenge, and I think, what was the prompt? I think it was words, or it might have been letters. I really cannot remember. But so what I did, but it was something like that, is I just put a bunch of words that meant something to me, that I enjoyed, things that I like. So these are all things that I enjoy in some capacity. And I did add the word star on here. I thought, hey, because I love looking at the stars and stuff like that. So I thought I need to add that. I did add some little scribbles on here. I don't know if I should have done that now that I'm looking at it, but hey, here it is. So that's what this is, writing spot there. I didn't date when I made this, which I normally do. I guess I hadn't started at that time, but so there's a tag to go in here, and this is not glamorous or anything, but here's a star, and it is not a beautiful star. And once again, I'm okay that it's not, because I don't want this to be all perfect looking. Now the cello tape is this right here. This is faux cello tape. And I made this out of alcohol ink. I just put this on regular, the shiny tape, just put it on there, and this is what it does. And I learned that trick from CraftyCat, by the way. So, and this little guy here came out of one of my sticker books. It did have a border around it, because it came out of these stickers right here, come from the same book, and you'll see they always have these borders. Well, I decided to cut that off on this one. So there's another star right there. And of course, just a collage. That's really, this book is just full of collage. For one, it does make the book more sturdy, and I mean, why not do it anyways? This little piece, I had done a photocopy of my mom's, I think it's a prayer journal, or I don't know, I think so. Put that there. And this little flag collage, I did add some, what's that called? Cheesecloth in there, just to add some more texture. You'll hear me talk a lot about texture. Added the gold. I guess, is this gold or copper? I don't know. Probably more like copper, to tie this star right here in. And of course, here's just, this is real stars. So I did put that there. So I have the word star. I have an actual couple stars, and that are made, whatever, and real stars. So the stars are covered. Here's another flag collage, and I did add this little ribbon piece here. I purposely let it hang over the journal because I do like things to hang out. As you can see, this little thing right here too from this other side. But and I used this paper because it reminded me of stars, you know, a night sky. So, and I did stitch around it. And not only did I stitch around this, I went ahead and stitched this page, this front page. I stitched it onto this page because if you remember, I put 2 pages together. And I wait until I've decorated them so I can stitch freely on each page, and all the stitching will be in between, if that makes sense. So I did go ahead and connect those 2 pages together there. But yeah, so that is what I did once again for star and solo tape. I do appreciate you guys joining me again for this one, and I hope to see you again on the next one. Bye.